recording. Okay. So welcome, everyone. My name is Tara Donahue Scott. You are in the Capture Leads with Social Media section of your Ignite class. While people are trickling in, I want to ask everybody if you will be so kind as to turn on your cameras. We definitely find that people are much more engaged when they have their camera on. We love to see your smiling faces. And so please do have your camera on when you can. You're welcome to get up if you need to use the restroom or refill your coffee. You're welcome to just go ahead and do that. Just don't take us with you into the restroom. That would be nice. Anyone have any questions based on yesterday's class? All right. We definitely have quiet people today. Okay. So my name is Tara Donahue Scott. I have been a full-time realtor since 2000. You do the math. Been with Keller Williams since 2015. And I was with the balloon company for 15 years prior to that. And once I've joined Keller Williams, I absolutely am never going to look back. It's definitely become a place. I see the opportunity, I see the growth, I see the multiple streams of income. It's such a place to grow your business much more than just being that person who says, I'm a realtor and I sell houses. So we are much bigger than that. And you are engaging in one of my favorite things about Keller Williams, which is the education. So welcome to you all. Again, a reminder, turn on your cameras. And I'm gonna let Brianna introduce herself, and she's gonna be moderating chat.
Hello, everyone. I know most of you saw me on Monday, so I'm back again, hopefully answering all your questions in the chat. Again, my name is Rihanna Grassi. I am agent services here in our Legacy Partners office in Connecticut. I see a lot of familiar faces from my home market center here. Been here for almost 4 years at this point, been in this role for 3. I love it. Just like Tara said, the training is so awesome. That's why I'm here. 1, to help you guys, and 2, to learn myself. There's always something to learn in every single training. So I love it. And I hope that you guys get to enjoy learning today as well.
Okay, let's see what we're going to learn. So if you've been taking this course, now one of the things that I like to make sure to remind you of, if you have just jumped into the course, just starting, or have missed any of the segments of this course, you can always find it on the KW New England regional page on YouTube. The recordings go up there. Look for the latest Ignite classes, and you will you'll be able to catch up, or if you missed part of a class or want to rewatch a class, you can do that there. It usually takes a day or so to get the videos up. So if it's not up, you know, if you say, I'm going to watch this class in the afternoon, it may not be up by the afternoon, but it will be up sometime tomorrow. Okay. So today we're going to go over social media, and it is such a big part of our lives and can be a really great asset to your business. We're going to review the 10-5-1. I know it's been talked about before, and before we get started, I'm going to go ahead. Mehwish has raised his hand, so
Yes, I have a question regarding the uploading of video, these recorded videos. Where do you upload them? I just searched the YouTube because sometimes I can take them in the morning, and I searched the YouTube, but I didn't find these specific ones. There are
Okay.
other. If you can.
Rihanna, do you want to put the link for the KW New England YouTube page in the chat?
Yeah, you do that.
So that's where you would watch them. And
Thank you
so
so
she'll
much.
put that in there for you so that you can see the Ignite videos.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so this is what we're going to cover today. We're going to go over the 10-5-1 engagement system. We're going to talk about social media strategies, posting practice. We're actually going to do a social media post today. And of course, throughout the class, we will do recaps and ahas. One of the things too, in addition to having your camera on, if you do have questions throughout, you can either chime in or raise your hand, put them in chat. Rihanna will be watching the chat for us, and she'll bring up those questions as we have time throughout the class today. So before I move on, do we have any questions? Okay, so we're going to start with a quote like we do every time. And it takes time to learn something, more time to implement it, and even longer to approach mastery of it. What are some of the questions that you guys have when it comes to learning, implementing, and then eventually that master level? Do you have any questions on that? Do you understand what mastery means? Can anyone share what they feel mastery is?
I guess I'd say when
Jason?
Is learning something to the point where you can teach it back to others.
Yes. And one of the best ways to learn is actually to teach, right? That's a great thing. So you guys can actually think about, teaching these classes or teaching other classes within your market center. But mastery is basically where it is, you could do it blindfolded, so repetition is and systems are the way to mastery for sure. Okay. It's important to know, and I'm going to just do, this little bit of housekeeping rules, regs, whatever, that when you're posting your social media, that you always reference your market center. So you want to reference the DBA. So I am with Keller Williams Evolution. We're out of Beverly, North Shore, Massachusetts. So I would have the Keller Williams Evolution logo on my social media. Most of you at this point should have, if you've went through onboarding, should have all of your social media connected in your command and have uploaded your specific market center's logo into your command, so it'll automatically be there when you post anything through command. But do make sure that you do that and you don't just reference Keller Williams, or you don't just reference your team name. You must reference the actual brokerage. And like in my case, like I said, it's Keller Williams Evolution. Okay, so make sure you follow whatever your specific state rules are as well. So if you're in a specific state that has other rules, make sure that you're well aware of how you do that with your advertising. Okay. All right. So we're going to review the 10-5-1 social engagement system. So who can remind us what 10-5-1 stands for? Come on. Okay, Bruce. Got Bruce Rudder.
Yep, I think it's 10 likes, 5 comments, and 1 post.
Yes. Yes. And who's been implementing this?
I am.
Okay, Grace. And how's it going for you?
I've been doing this before I started real estate. Like I'm always a very, very, very active person on Facebook, and I have probably like 1,000 friends. And I did it before. I never thought about it like I'm doing it just for the real estate sake, but I just do it. I'm not sure, like probably on the long term, it's gonna, because this is my personal Facebook. That's like, I'm really interested in this class. I really want to know how this is gonna affect my work, and how's that gonna affect like my lead generating. So
Yep. Okay. So, and we can talk a little bit about personal versus business. And Facebook is probably the most popular and utilized social media for kind of spans all generations, I think. You know, you can always choose what your favorite social media is and really become an expert at that. But engaging people, and just like Grace just said, absolutely, we're already, without even knowing about this system, we probably were doing it. We just weren't doing it on a cognitive level where we say, how can I take this not only to a level of, you know, oh, I like this post, but how can I use this to benefit my business? And better yet, how can I use this to benefit this person that I'm liking their post or that I'm commenting on their post? What can I do to benefit them? So the 10 likes or loves per day. How do you think when somebody, if you post something, and this is the horrible thing about social media, if you post something and nobody likes it, how do you feel? Versus if you post something and all of a sudden you have 70 likes on, you know, that post was a good post, right? So you really want to watch that. What are the things that get the engagement from people? And make sure that you're giving like a like is sort of that pat on the back. A love is like a little hug, So think about what you're doing, because you're actually sending, even though you're not doing anything physical, you are sending a message to that person that you're liking their post. They see, oh, Tara liked my post, or, even though I may not be their best friend, if I'm liking a lot of their posts and engaging a lot with their social media, what am I? I'm Tara, their realtor, but I'm always there on their social media. So it's always that little touch. I'm always getting a touch and sort of in front of their face just by simply liking or loving one of their posts. So how do you think when you start doing comments? We don't want to overthink our comments. Can somebody tell me who's having success, who's actually tried to use comments with this 10-5-1 system that they feel like they're getting their people, their friends on Facebook more engaged. Can someone share?
I can share. I'm
Okay.
Rebecca. I'm up in the Portsmouth KW office. I've been using Facebook for quite a while, and last night actually, I had a friend who posted looking for a realtor, and I've been in contact with her. I like her posts all the time, but we don't really see each other very often. And so I was able to get in touch with her, and now she's a hot lead. So super exciting.
Yeah, it's awesome. And you want to, another, whoops, pardon about that. Go back here. Watch their comments. You want to watch the comments on the town pages, your local places, marketplaces. Maybe somebody seems to be selling a lot of things. Watch those things, you know, because it could be a reason to reach out to somebody. Oh, wow, I noticed that you're selling a ton of stuff. Are you doing some renovation? Are you doing, you know, considering a move? It's a good time to pick up a phone and make a phone call. So really think about, you know, you want to be cognitive when you're on social media. You don't want, one of the things you don't want, and we're going to talk about this in a moment, we've got the 80-20 rule. You don't want to be overly always asking for business. You are basically branding yourself and you are there, staying in front of them. That is the purpose of using your social media with this 10-5-1 system, because this isn't talking about advertising or doing any of those things. This is just that simple engagement that you're having with those people that you already have as friends in your social media. So I'm going to go to the next section. I think. All right. So one share, a direct message, or an original post. Somebody tell me how you might use a share.
Supporting your friends' businesses, sharing their pages on Facebook, stuff like that, sharing the events in town for everyone to see, like what's happening in the library,
Yes.
what's happening.
Those are awesome examples. And you know, sharing and supporting your friends' business is huge, you know, or sharing, like I just went to a restaurant and I want to share their page because I love it, but I'm also going to give like a little review or maybe add a little photo of what I ate, and tag them. Make sure if you're doing something like, let's say somebody shares an inspirational quote that you really love and you're going to share it. Make sure when you share it, you actually tag that person. Say, thanks for this inspiring quote today, Grace. It really got my day off to a good start. Hope it helps other people out there. Whatever, you know. Does everybody know how to tag people in Facebook? Or let's put it this way. Does anybody need an explanation on how to tag in Facebook? Okay, good.
Yes.
Oh, yes, Jason?
For anyone that said that was too afraid to say yes, I was too afraid to say yes, so I said yes.
You need some help on tagging?
Yes, I have no idea how to tag. Let's pretend.
Okay, yep. And so what you would do is put the person or the place is like someone that you've liked or that you're a friend with. And when you put the @ sign and start typing their name, you'll be able to tag them. Like it'll automatically pop up and it'll actually tag them. So it'll say, Jason mentioned you in your comment. You'll get it on a notification. Does that make sense? So you put the @ no space, start typing their name. And if it's a friend or a place that you have liked, like I've found sometimes if I haven't liked the business, it doesn't automatically pop down. So I usually go in and make sure that I've liked their business page and then I tag them. So it's a great way because they're getting a notification saying, Jason tagged you, and then they're going to look at that post and everybody else who's on their page can see that they were tagged in a post. So it's a really great way to drive engagement by making sure that you're tagging those posts. Don't just share something without saying, thanks so much for this, or all the credit goes to this person, or whatever, just to give them a warm fuzzy. It's just like those hearts, you know, give them a little hug by tagging them so that they know what they posted is share worthy. Okay. Who can give me an example of a good direct message that you might do? Let's have somebody new. If your birthday is in March, I want you to raise your hand. Oh, Valerie, I got you. Go, Valerie.
Okay, well, my birthday's not in March. I'm a little delayed.
You're
So
fine.
my birthday was actually the 9th, and my market center always puts on their Facebook page, happy birthday to that agent. And so I took that and I shared it on my personal post, and I said, I work for such a great company, they, you know, this, that, whatever I said. And I got a ton of happy birthdays under that post, but it was a gentle reminder, hey, I'm still in real estate.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I just wanted to share it. Thank you.
That's great. That's really excellent, Valerie. Perfect. And did we have some other people who were sharing some ideas on those direct messages? And she did a share post with it already branded to her, but without being like, oh, it's my birthday, you know, but she got it from, this is the greatest company that I work with. They always acknowledge a special day for me, whatever. So that's an excellent share as a reminder to, you know, basically a branding share is what I would call it. So that's really good. I'd love to hear a direct message that somebody might post. Ellen?
Hi. So in what you said before, let's say that because I'm on several marketplaces for my town, my daughter, so you have things where people are giving things for free. So we have some where people give away baby food, or you see that they're selling a lot of items, doing a lot of tag sales. So I could direct message them, hey, like you said, I see you're selling a lot of items. Are you guys moving? Or in the neighborhood? And it's also a good time to come and check out the neighborhood. I actually did that 2 days ago, picked up a Cartier baby case. My daughter's having a baby. I'm gonna be a grandma, y'all. And noticed all these beautiful homes. Also saw that a lot of people were emptying things. And the woman said, oh yeah, some of them are moving. Great opportunity.
Yeah.
And it was all from just direct messaging.
Yep. And I think that, sorry guys, I think that when you're doing the direct messaging and you use, if we use the marketplace and we are purchasing items from people or whatever, you know, use that opportunity as a time to talk about who you are, slip it in. You know, we don't want to come off as salespeople, but if you're dropping stuff off or, you know, picking stuff up, that you can always say, you know, oh, I'm a realtor and I'm always looking for these type of items for staging, or, you know what I mean? Like you can always just, even if it's not true, you just kind of can slip it in there so that you can engage and just say, hey, do you happen to know anyone in this neighborhood? It's such a nice neighborhood, you know, who's going to be moving, or are you like cleaning out? Are you thinking about a move? You can always get into that. Don't come off super salesy, but it can be very conversational. So that's a way that you're taking something from social media to engage in an actual conversation with a live person.
I actually found it helpful to engage it in that way. I am a realtor. I do look for interest agents and then gifts that I can give my clients. And
Yep.
it gave me the opportunity to really face on face, not even just over the phone. I have them right there, and I told my intentions from the beginning. And
Yep.
they said, come on over.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. No. So that's a really, really great way to do that. Anybody else use direct message to engage people, or, you know, what are you doing? I mean, I know if you use social media, you've direct messaged somebody, right? So give me an example that you might reach out to somebody with a direct message and not a mass direct message. These are not like, don't do the, you know, sending you a hug today to every single person on your list, because we know those are mass and we don't like them. They feel very disingenuous. David.
Yeah, one of the things that I recently maybe shouldn't admit to, but since I graduated in '67, our class reunion is coming up. And so the organizer left off a number of people. So I sent a direct message to the organizer and said, hey, look at these people, see if you can get them to come to the reunion. So in getting those, we moved out of the phone booth and now have a small room.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that's excellent. It's a way to help. It's a way to engage, and connect with people that you haven't connected with.
Oh, by the way, I happened to mention the fact that I was a realtor too.
Of course. That's good. That's good. Do we have anything in the chat, or anyone else want to share?
No questions in the chat, just people sharing their ideas.
Okay. And what about birthdays? What about birthdays? I mean, we started off with sharing your own birthday from your office center or your market center, but what about when somebody you know or someone you don't even know, instead of just doing the generic happy birthday on their page, actually creating a direct message, taking the time. I mean, I did this the other day with a client that I haven't talked to in a while, and we had a really pleasant back and forth, you know, so it becomes just a little more of a personal touch than the sea of happy birthdays on their Facebook page. How can we take that birthday and elevate that in and utilize it in our business in a systematic way? Somebody give me, and I'm going to give you a clue, command. So somebody talk to me about how I can take, when I see somebody's birthday on Facebook, what can I do to elevate the way I'm addressing that person's birthday?
Well, in Command, if we add them, we can do a smart plan where we send out a happy birthday from us, their friend, the realtor, of course.
Yep. Yep. So there is birthday smart plans in Command. You certainly, you know, you have access to the training for Command, and we're not going to go into that. And hopefully you are learning about smart plans. But a great way to start gathering birthdays, definitely reach out to people with phone calls saying, you know, hey, I'm putting in information so that I can stay in touch with my favorite people and I want to know some of the special things for you. When's your birthday? When's your daughter's birthday? You know, when's your wedding anniversary? Those kind of things, you can put them into command and put them on a smart plan where basically this, one of the smart plans does, a reminder a week before so that you can get an actual physical card in the mail. And then, a text on the day of their birthday, and then a follow-up phone call where you can say, hey, how was your birthday? So that's a really great touch that's super easy and doesn't have to be salesy. They know you're a realtor, and that's a really personal touch. So the next time I think of a realtor, who am I going to think of? Oh, my realtor always sends me a birthday card. She always sends me a cute little text on my birthday. And, I talk to her, whatever. Think about those things. So we're taking social media into a higher level, engaging it in your business, making it repeatable through smart plans. And anything that's repeatable gets you to the point of mastery. You want to repeat it, you want to do it. It's going to be done automatically. You won't even have to think about it. So don't go through all of your people and just get their birthdays and stick it into your command. When their birthdays come up, make a phone call, make a direct message, then enter it into command. Make sure you take it as a touch right from the get-go and then enter it in command. Don't just do it and then do it when it pops up. You want to really take an opportunity to just kind of slice it down. So, yay, it's Ellen's birthday today. I'm going to give her a buzz, see how she's doing, or send her a direct message. Now that I've done that, I'm putting it in my command. I'm saying, I'm noting that I sent her a direct message. I'm putting her birthday in command. And now when her birthday comes next year, I'm putting her on a smart plan for birthdays. So when her birthday comes next year, I've got a system. I'm going to be ahead of it. Today I found out from Facebook that it's Ellen's birthday, but next year she's going to get a card from me before her birthday pops up on Facebook. How cool is that? Right? So really think about how you can elevate with something as simple as a birthday. Okay. So the 80-20 rule, again, I just want to say that real quick. You are doing 80% personal, 20% business, because you really want to know, show your personality, show who you are on your social media, because that's how people really engage. If you're constantly doing just boilerplate business, it's boring. It doesn't feel engaging. I don't know who you are. I want to see, your cute dog or your new granddaughter or whatever it is. Okay. So now we're going to our ahas for this section. Out of this section, please share some ahas. Let's talk. Ahas, questions. What do we got? I've got a question here from Stephen Hatch that says, when I say the 80-20 rule, it says you're talking about the business page to personal page. So 80% on your personal page, 20% on your business. No, what I actually mean is that on your business page, you should have some personal stuff. You should have, and that can be like, hey, I went to the fall festival, or I went to the brew fest this weekend, and here are some photos and do that and engage on your business page so it's not boring. right?
Yeah.
And what you want to do, and that's a good time right now, really, to talk about how do we look at personal versus business. What you can do is when you're posting on your business page, you can take those business posts and share them to your personal page. So post on your business page, that should feed into your Instagram business page. And then you can share it on your personal page. So you're sharing a little bit of business on your personal page as well, but it's becoming a share. Facebook doesn't like if we use our personal page as a business page where we're constantly trying to engage in business. You can get flagged for that. So definitely utilize your business page more. When you share your business page over to your personal page, that helps engage more people to liking your business page. April, did you have an aha for us?
Yes, can you hear me okay? Because I have the headphones.
I
Okay.
can.
Okay, good. Because I'm in the office, so I'm not going to talk too loud. But one of my ahas just happened this week. And it's my friend Bridget came over to visit. We were just chit-chatting, you know, catching up. And she mentioned a past coworker who went into real estate and she moved out to Montana. So I said, oh, you know, maybe I'll reach out to her, connect with her, let her know who I am. She's a KW, but she works out of Montana. So it's a new connection, not necessarily a client, but a new affiliate to possibly send referrals to. So we've been connected on Facebook. We've corresponded a few times, liked each other's posts, and we're going to help each other out in the business because I believe she's been doing it since maybe earlier this year. So just out of one conversation with a friend that I've known for about 10 years, she happened to mention this girl, and now we're connected, and she's a fellow KW. So it's kind of word of mouth, and now I have a connection out in Montana. So I think that that's really cool.
It is. That's awesome. And is she originally from here or from your area?
She used to be in, I don't know if she lived in Mass, but she used to work with my friend up in New Hampshire. So she was from New England for at least for a while anyway. Yeah.
In an area that you might work? Was she in an area you might work?
I'd like to get my New Hampshire license at some point. I just started the onboarding process in August, and I got my license back in February. So I'm kind of right out of the gate right now.
Yep.
Trying to be a sponge.
But that's something to, I think that what you're doing there, April, is huge, and connecting with other agents, particularly, you know, an agent moves out of the area, an agent retires. Connect with those people and create a referral partnership.
Absolutely.
You know, it's very important. I mean, I personally have a couple of agents that I have referral partnerships with that have gotten out of the business, whether it be through retirement or just decided to not be in, or they've moved away. And I always hop on it like, boom, you want some money? And so, and especially with our Mass agents, we've got a nice little perk here on the referral situation when people retire, but I won't go into that. So that's an excellent thing. Think about, we're talking about building relationships. Relationships happen with other agents as well.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Let's see.
You know, David had his hand up. Do you still have a question, David? Or an aha?
Oh, just the aha of the idea of doing a direct message for the birthdays. Take that extra couple seconds so it goes right to them versus being on the overall thread. Would you do both? Would you do both? Because that way other people sort of see you maybe doing the happy birthday?
I mean, you can definitely do both. I mean, but the most important one is that direct message, and say something, you know, it doesn't have to be, again, like a long post, just like, you know, saw that it was your birthday today. I'm so excited. And how is XYZ? Or hope you're getting spoiled and you get to go to your favorite restaurant or whatever, just do a little something in it and maybe end it with a question so that you get a response. Anything else somebody wants to share? Anything good in the chat that we should share, or nothing now? All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next section. We are looking at our 80-20 posting principle, which we had talked about. All of you have your participant guide. Some of you may keep it electronically and some of you have printed it out. So 80% of our posts should be about something other than real estate. And we have already talked a little bit about some of those things that we can do that are other than real estate. Who can name 3 posts that you could do that are not real estate related? Just give me 3 really quick. Anyone? I'm going to pick on someone. You don't want me picking Pamela.
Hi. So this month is Hispanic Heritage Month. So
Yes.
we could I'm from South America. So we could highlight a business, owned by a Hispanic from anywhere, obviously. A business out there that's owned by a Hispanic family or friend.
Absolutely. That's an awesome idea. That's excellent. Really pay attention to what's going on around you and what's happening in your hyper-local area, as well as, like you said, it's the National Hispanic Month. So how can you take that and make it hyper-local by highlighting a business, or, highlighting your heritage or whatever you want to do. That's an excellent example of how to do that, for sure.
I have another one to
Yes.
share. So I live in North Haven. I'm in Connecticut.
Yep.
Marker Center is Keller Williams Legacy Partners too. So I live in North Haven, and at the by the end of the month, the schools here in North Haven have Spirit Week or something like that. So I guess also you could shout out to the schools, whatever school my kids go to, or something like that.
Awesome. That's perfect. That's really good idea. Hope you guys are jotting these things down because they're really good ideas. We have a couple more people raising their hands.
I have one. Hello, everyone.
Yes. Hello.
I was a little iffy with posting like personal stuff and families and stuff, but I'm a really adventurous person. So I went out of my bubble and I was ATVing with a group, family and friends. And I posted some of the pictures that had like the wilderness in the background. And I actually got a lot of feedback from a lot of my KW realtors and loan officers saying it looked exciting. So, I was speaking to them. I said, hey, why don't we do a group next year and go as a KW group and, invite, make it like an outing for everyone else.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Really cool idea. Really cool idea. How about taking one of your passions and making it something that you can share with other people, making it a client event, making, things like that. It would be a really cool thing. What's your passion, and share it with others. And then I love how you've taken it to the next level where you can make an event for your office, or you could do a small client event, obviously, with a company with insurance and all that stuff for ATVing, but that would be a very cool thing. Who else has good personal things to share? One more.
There's a lot in the chat that I could share.
Okay,
We've got holidays, pets, vacations, school fundraisers, cooking, places to visit. Let's see what else. DIY projects. There was a lot in the chat.
Awesome. Yeah. Totally cool. Totally cool. All of that is really good ideas. Again, like I said, hope you guys are jotting these down. What, if you go into your participant guide, it is going to have a place for you to kind of define what your social media identity is. What is your mood and who are you through social media? Are you a pet lover, or are you a coach for a local softball team, or are you, what are you that really identifies you out in your community beyond being just a realtor? It could be family, it could be, four-wheeling, it could be anything. But what are your interests? Are you a skier? Are you, things like that, because that really engages other people. All right. So you could post what you're reading, traveling. We've talked about that. Favorite foods, your activities. Definitely just getting that 80% personal posts. It makes, and like I said, look in your participant guide, really think about what am I passionate about? What do I want to share with these people? It really does make a difference in how social media becomes effective, because tell me, people like to work with people they like and people like them, right? So, I love dogs. I'm a crazy dog lady. So, I get a lot of engagement from that. It's, if somebody hates dogs, we're probably not gonna really engage tightly on some of my social media posts. It's not like we can't be friends, but what I'm saying is, people will be, I do things where I'm donating and volunteering for shelters and things like that. People who that resonates with are going to find that very engaging and, maybe have a closer connection to me than they might with someone else. Okay. So any comments on that? And then we're doing the business posts. Let's talk about that, because we haven't talked about what can be your business posts. Let's go ahead and open that up. I want to hear business posts. Give me effective business posts. Bruce.
Well, I post a blog every week or 10 days about homes with character in my area. My specialty are houses with character. So I talk about hidden gem neighborhoods, examples of different styles of architecture. I profile people's houses that I think have a lot of character, and then I ask them to share with their social media friends.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And Bruce can really, obviously you have a passion for maybe, architecture, or, particular, whether it be a particular era of architecture or all architecture, and an appreciation of that. And that can cross over both professionally and personal posts.
Yeah, and gardening too. So like when my wife and I travel, we take pictures of gardens and houses, and I put them up just kind of as examples of what we've seen.
Yep. No, and that's perfect. And also, Bruce, if he's, gardening or architecture, Bruce should become part of local groups on Facebook that are about gardening and that are about, historic homes in the area, the historical societies, things like that. That if Bruce starts engaging on that, then he's going to start to get crossover between his business and his passions, you know, and so don't expect that everybody just see your blog on your business page. If it's a really cool post about local architecture, share it on a local page. You're not asking for business. You're sharing information about a really cool, hey, I wanted to share this. They know Bruce is a realtor, but Bruce isn't asking for information. But boy, that Bruce, he knows his stuff. I live in a house like that. Does that make sense to everybody? All right. And who else? Do we have anything else that you want to share on business posts? Come on. Pamela.
So I just started this Monday doing like the little market update, like, and I plan to do it like every Monday. So I just put it for like the county, like New Haven County here in Connecticut, like new homes listed, home spending, homes sold, and average day on days on market, and like the median selling price.
Yep.
And that's about it.
Yep. And that's a great social post. I mean, last week I taught a class about knowing your market. Some of you might have been there, some of you may not have, but knowing your market is knowing how many houses are on the market, what is the average price, you know, just being the expert at all of that. So you do that, and you should do that in your business every single day, looking at the market, what's new, what's sold, what's happening, staying in front of what's going on in the market. So why not share that with all of your people on social media? Because what is the first question that we usually get when we see someone and they know we're a realtor? Shout it out.
How's the market?
How's the market? So that is a really great business post. Put it on your social media schedule. Post how the market is. Our market center actually does one for us every week, which is amazing. Certainly look to your market center, see if that's something they would maybe be interested in doing. It helps so that everybody else can use the same thing. But, you know, do what works for you, but you guys should already be watching those things all the time. So putting it together as a social post is just, you know, one more step in something that you're already doing. And any other good ideas for business posts? Okay. You want to give 110%. So we got 80% going to personal. We've got 20% going towards business posts. And then the extra 10% going above and beyond. What differentiates you? We have talked about community activities, community things that are going on. You know, promote a fundraiser. Talk about what are some examples of community service that you could be sharing on social media. Are you a volunteer somewhere? Do you volunteer somewhere? Do you donate somewhere? Do you have a favorite, you know, food pantry or whatever? You know, look at their page, share one of their posts. You know, they're having a big fundraiser. They're having, like, a lot of times, like, I know one of my animal rescues is right now doing a matching fund fundraiser. So if you donate 500, it will be turned into 1,000. That's a really great thing to promote on your business page. Grace, what do you got?
I used to do this before I became a realtor. It's just it's something me and my kids like to do. We pick up the trash from the neighborhood around us, And we usually end up surprisingly with like a big trash bag. And I take a picture of it with my kids, like holding the bag, and I post it on the town Facebook page.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you could always take that another step and actually hold an event again, another client event that you could hold where it would be kind of a cleanup day, clean up your neighborhood, whatever, where, you know, you meet, everybody goes and picks up trash, and you meet somewhere, and you have refreshments or something that you post, and you know, perhaps get a sponsor to join you through a lender or whatever. But think about how you can escalate these things. I mean, the things that you already do. So where can you take it to get it to that next level, to where we're really just, all of this social media is about branding. It's about telling people, I'm here, I love my community, I have interests outside of real estate, but I'm a realtor, you know, don't forget me. But you want to show that you're a kind person, a person that they would like and want to work with. Okay, any ahas from this section? I think we're cruising along here. Okay, we got a couple of hands up. Grace, are you still wanting to say something, or? Okay, we have Mirian.
Hello, everyone. I've been just texting a lot here. This is the first time that I'm communicating with everyone, but I just want to share this. So using command, I was able to create my my page. And last week, I actually invite all my contacts and to like my page, but this was a preparation. So I asked my daughters to take me pictures. So I dressed like a black and white, and but my daughter, she made a comment. She said, "Oh, Mom, you're using too much red." So and like okay. So then I just wear a black dress with a red jacket, and believe it or not, you know, people go to about the red color is kind of like a, you know, it's catchy and stuff, but
Yeah.
people like it because it's, you know, like we use the red color in Christmas. We use the red color in Valentine's Day. We have the red colors in our American flag. So I'm just feel so comfortable wearing red, but you know, I think that I have to lower a little bit my red colors. What do you guys think about it?
Yeah, but you're branding yourself, right? You're branding yourself with the color.
Yeah,
that's great. You know, red is a very strong and you know, happy, exciting color.
Yeah.
So, and you know, I mean, it's funny because you can be known, like if you go to every one of your appointments and every one of your showings in a red jacket, you're gonna be known for that, you know. Like, I mean, there are certain things that people do to kind of brand themselves to that, and you know, showing that on social media, you become recognizable and distinctive from everybody else.
Yeah, so especially that I'm brand new, like I'm like probably 45 days here as a Keller Williams, and I passed my exam in June. So I have to get people's attention.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. And that's, you know, this is all, you know, we're not talking about social media typically doesn't reach out and say, hey, I want to buy a house from you. You know, it's more of a long-term branding. I mean, we can use the advertising and all of those things, which is next level. But you are going to find those opportunities. You're going to see those opportunities where somebody might be moving. You're going to see the opportunities, you know, an agent moving to Montana and having a referral partner, things like that. So pay attention to the social media because there are business opportunities there. And if you consistently do it, make sure you schedule it, you know, schedule your social media. Make it intentional because we're already doing it unintentionally every day. Dink, 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 dink. But are we keeping track of it? You know, if you know, Julie got a new dog, new puppy, and I see it on Facebook and I like it, that's great. But the next time I talk to Julie, because I've got her on a quarterly call plan, am I going to remember that she had a new puppy? So I'm going to take my social media. Oh, Julie got a new dog. I'm going into my command because Julie is one of my friends that I have in my command. And I'm going to make sure that I take a note that, you know, in August, Julie got a new dog. So that way, when I call her in December, I can say, how's that new puppy doing? You know, like, and that's really what makes you stand out. So pay attention to what people are doing on social media, document it. If they're on your quarterly call list, you should know those things about them so that you have something to talk to them about. And you really look like you are paying attention and that you care. Does that make sense? All right. Anyone else? Do we have anything in the chat?
Sarah.
Oh, David, yes.
Hey, so here's an idea, Mirian, and you got me thinking about this. What if you made a big deal on Facebook? Hey, I'm starting as a realtor. I'm setting up my business page. I need your help. What do you think about how this looks? You know, anybody have ideas on anybody great with colors or design? I don't know, something where you want people to come visit because they want to share their opinion. They want to help you. You know, whether you listen to them or not, it's totally up to you, but you might get some good ideas and extra traffic.
Yep. And one of the things that you see that get a lot of attention when people are trying to do professional shots, you know, they're trying to do, you know, I got these headshots taken. Which one do you like best? That's one that gets tons of engagement. Any kind of which one, any kind of choosing, you know, you can say, you can even take things like, you know, do you like this modern house or do you like this Cape Cod home? You know, which one's your favorite? And you'll get a lot of engagement on those either or kind of posts. And that's the point. You do want, when you are posting your post, you want to get engagement. So great point. I'm glad you brought that up, David. Anything else before we move on? Okay. All righty. So now we've covered our posting practices, and now we're looking at our social media strategies. So like we said, you're already using this 365 days a year if you're active in social media. We always log on to our Facebook, our Instagram, our TikTok, our Twitter, whatever, you know, whatever you are engaged in. Tell me, I'm going to say Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Can you guys tell me a few more options for social media that you could use?
LinkedIn is also a good one. I've heard a lot of people do LinkedIn, and
Yep.
they've not only
LinkedIn is great.
Yep, not only they you know, collaborate with other agents on there, because it's more of like a business professional page, but they also invite their clients to connect with them on LinkedIn. So
Yep.
didn't that happen?
Yep, absolutely. Definitely, you can use LinkedIn. If you are an active user there, you can always post things, listings, information, market reports, all those kind of things that, are going to get you noticed. And maybe somebody who's not in your database at that point will see something and it'll actually engage them and they'll become a client. I have, do we have Miriam? Were you going to add something? Your hand is up.
Oh, I just want to share with everyone. Yes, I just share my page. I'll be more than happy to share that again. And yes, I want to get an opinion from you guys. Thank you.
Yep, go ahead and post it in the chat.
I did already. I'm doing this again.
Yeah,
okay.
And
thank you guys.
John?
Yeah, so another app that's pretty popular now, I don't know if you guys know about it, is called Clubhouse.
Yeah.
So Clubhouse, have you heard of it?
I have, yes.
Yeah, so that's
Go ahead
another good
and
one.
tell us what it is.
So Clubhouse is basically you join like a big group chat, but it's not like group chatting, like sending messages back and forth. It's pretty much you get into a chat room and people are just talking about whatever subject that they're interested in. So what I do is I go into a group chat that's talking about real estate, and I just raise my hand like I did here, and I introduce myself and tell them, hey, I'm serving this area, and then just so people know what I'm doing. And you never know if there's somebody in this chat that's looking for a realtor, so it's a good way to like market yourself.
Yeah, and that Clubhouse is various topics that you might be interested in. Again, we can even look to, you could find a Clubhouse chat regarding like the gardening or, whatever. And in those, you do have opportunity to say, I had a listing, blah, 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 the most beautiful gardens. And, the hydrangeas were this and whatever. But Clubhouse does offer you, you actually verbally communicate on that. It's not texting, right? It's
it's not text. Well, you can actually message people like direct messaging, but it's mainly just you speaking like a podcast style type of. So, and sometimes you can actually join chat rooms where lenders or mortgage loan officers are talking about how the mortgage market is doing too. So you'll learn a lot.
Yep. Is that still doing invite only, John, or is it?
I'm not sure. When I first started, it was actually invite only. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Maybe people can just download it and just hop on and start using it.
Yeah. So check out Clubhouse if that's something that interests you. What else are people using? We have Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Clubhouse. We've got a couple of other major ones. Does anyone use Snapchat? That's definitely something with the younger kids. Snapchat is something that a lot of people like. And YouTube. YouTube is an amazing platform to use. We can take and use video in our social media, and basically any videos that we do, we can then post to a YouTube page. We can have our own YouTube channel so that people can go back and see those posts. So you can take from YouTube and post on to different social media if you're someone who likes to do a lot of video. So definitely check those things out. And you don't have to post on everything, just, and don't get overwhelmed. Do what you are comfortable with, do with people that you work with are most likely to be. John?
So on YouTube, I don't know if anyone knows, it's called YouTube Shorts. So it's basically another way of saying it's like a YouTube for TikTok. So you can like make short videos as well on YouTube.
Yep. And video is where it's at. If, if you're really looking to engage on social media, excuse me, if you can start using video, that certainly is probably the number one way to reach more people is through video, because now we know we've got the reels, and that's that REELS that are very popular right now, and that's something that people are really engaging in. Okay. All right. So you want to make sure that you highlight your business. We talked about being hyper local in your information. You want to utilize the tech that, which just means, if I'm posting this, how many people are engaging with it? So you can go into your Facebook business page and look at the analytics. You can just see from the post itself how many people have seen it. If it's a video, it'll say seen by so many. You'll see how many people like it. Pay attention to those things so that you know what does create those responses, and try to, redo those. Certain things that don't get much of a response, maybe that's not something that you do sort of in the same manner again. Another thing that you can do is your client testimonials. Do not be shy. Posting your client testimonials is huge, making sure that you have those testimonials available to anyone who is interested in working with you. It's always better to hear from someone else than to hear from you. People like to get a referral. They like to have a review. If I go on and I'm looking at a restaurant that I want to go to, and I look at reviews, I may choose to go to or choose not to go to the restaurant based on the reviews or lack of reviews, right? So think about that. Those of you who are starting, you want to make sure that each and every person that you engage with and that you work with and you close a deal with, you are getting testimonials from them. So make sure that's part of your system. Alrighty.
Hello.
Yes.
I just have something. I'm probably the only person here that I'm brand new to social media. I've had a Facebook page for 2 weeks and that's it. So just everybody remember there's no such thing as a dumb question. But I just want to go back to the video that you had mentioned.
Yes.
Is that something you take right from your Facebook page, or do you do it from your phone and upload it? How does that work? And how do you highlight it that it's available on the page when you do have it?
Okay. You can take a video on your phone. You could take a video from your like if it's a video of you, or say you're walking through a house or something, you could take a video as you're walking through a property. Oh, this is a hot new property I'm super excited about, and you guys have to come and see me at the open house, or you have to call me for a private showing. Then you save that video, and then you can go into Facebook, and there's an option that will allow you to upload pictures or videos. And you would just click video and upload that video. And usually if you're doing it from your phone, you can usually click upload and it'll say to Facebook, and then it's going to go right to your Facebook page. Okay. So that might go to your personal, make sure you share it to the business, but you want to put it on your business page ideally and share it back to personal. But does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So, that's a really easy way to start using video is If you are touring homes, make sure if it's not your listing that you're always asking permission to take video. But it is a great way to engage people when you don't have listings. You can say, you can go into, say, a broker preview, open house or something, and go in and ask the broker, is it okay with you if I take just a short snippet of a couple of places, a couple rooms in the house or something? And, you could do that, or you can tour the house and come outside and take a video of yourself like, hey guys, I just toured 123 Main Street. I am so excited. This property is listed for blank, blank, blank by Michael O'Donnell at Keller Williams. And if you are interested, there's 3 bedrooms, 4 baths, and it's listed at 1.2 million. If you have any interest or know anyone, definitely DM me right now and I'll get you in. You could post that on your Facebook.
Okay.
So real quick post. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. So just make sure you're doing this in a steady way. Like I said, you should really be planning out your social media. The awesome thing about Command is that it does allow you to actually schedule your social media. Now, obviously, there are going to be certain things that are going to be more organic. Like if you do go to, the Fall Harvest Fest downtown, you're not scheduling that post, you're going and then you're posting it, right? But if you are, if you go into Command, you can actually create some of your business posts or just a reminder in Command to do your monthly marketing or your weekly marketing report. But you can actually schedule some of your designs in Command a month out. Like if we want to do a design for National Hispanic Month, there's actually already a design in Command that you could post today. I believe it starts today or tomorrow. But those, those are already in there. So you could select a few if there were like some holidays or whatever, you want to say, happy Thanksgiving, whatever the holidays are, happy National Donut Day. I don't, you can actually plan that stuff out. You could do it on a weekly basis. You could do it on a monthly basis. If you want to make custom posts, you can plan those out as well if you know that an event is coming up. So Command allows you to take and schedule those things so that you basically set it and forget it, which is awesome. And then you'll just fill in with your organic material, throughout the week and the month. So make sure that you always use these strategies, the 10-5-1, the 80-20 principle. You want to make sure that you're always using these and you're doing it intentionally. You're saying, hey, am I doing, when I'm going in and I'm liking posts and whatever, you don't have to sit there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, boom. I'm not liking anyone else. That's it. You want to, but think about, hey, I just liked this post, and that is somebody that I do call on a regular basis, or somebody that I really do want to make sure that I keep engaged with. So I'm going to make a note about this happening and I'm going to put it into my Command. Okay. So keep track of your people, keep track of what's going on, and be conscientious. You are a business owner. These people matter to you and you matter to them. So make sure that you're treating this, like, this is, your engagement is important and it has meaning. And it's not always about just asking for the business, but there is a, there's a means to the end with what you're doing. Okay. Now we are. we are going to do an actual post on social media. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to do a post on command. All of you, if you've been through your onboarding, like I said at the beginning, you should have everything set up in your command where it is already linked to your business page. Excuse me. With what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you how to post something onto social media in a couple of minutes. And then I'm going to let you guys go and actually do it. If you are not set up on command, just create a post on social media. It doesn't have to be anything major. Do a GIF, do a something, and you know, create something and just make a post on social media. But I am going to, can everyone see that screen? I'm on command. Yes, give me a confirmation, please.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're going to go to your into command. This is my home page. Over here, just so you can see here, oftentimes this will show you some new things in designs. This is a little bit dated. There are more things in designs. But I want you to pay attention because I'm going to show you how to do a post in 2 seconds. So I am going to head over here to campaigns. Everybody see that? I'm clicking on campaigns. I am going to, on campaigns, you have dashboard, paid ads, emails, direct mail, and social posts. I'm clicking on social post. This is where you can schedule your posts. And you can see a schedule if you wanted to schedule something out for these particular days. Over on the right-hand side, you see quick posts. Video campaign, this video is amazing. Definitely look into this, creating a neighborhood video. It's super powerful. You can post it on a community page. And it's amazing, and it takes 2 seconds to do. I'm not going to show you that one today. What I want to do is, as you come down here on the right-hand side, then you go from that video to what's called social posts. And you have a post here, right? And you've got this little shuffle button. This post says what it's like to wait for most lenders to process your mortgage application, and it's a post. If I don't like that one, I can hit shuffle and it gives me another one. Pop quiz, do you know how much the average home is going for in your market? So maybe I like that one. So right now I like this one and I want to post it. So I've come in to campaigns, social posts, come down on the right-hand side. I've picked this and I'm going to hit this green arrow right here. Hit it. Everything is already going to be set up. Here's my logo. I can move the logo, but again, I don't want you guys to do anything about that. I could schedule the post, but I want you guys to click publish immediately. And whoop, sorry. And then I'm going to select my page, which is my Facebook page where it says channels. And here is the post. Pop quiz, do you know how much the average home is going for in your neighborhood? I don't do anything else. Publish it. Publish. And now it's posted.
Quick question. Now, after you're done doing that on your page, how do I share it on my personal page?
So when I go to my Facebook page, my business Facebook page.
Correct. And then you want to share it on your personal, regular, personal page that you have your friends and stuff. It's not your business page. So you want to share the business page to your regular personal friends page.
Okay. How about this? what I want to do is make sure that we get everybody to post. And then after we get everyone to post, I'll come back and I'll show you how to share it on your personal.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay. So again, I'm going to do this real quick for you guys. So you see it again one more time before I let you guys take it over. I'm coming into campaigns, social posts, scrolling down on the right-hand side. Now you'll see this post is different. And it says, why should you get a mortgage or refinance with Keller Williams? If I don't like that one, I can do this one. What makes working with Keller Williams a world-class experience? Hit it. And then I'm publishing immediately, hitting my channel and hitting publish post. Literally 30 seconds to make this post. Everybody got it? Anyone have any questions before Bruce?
What if you don't like any of the standards they give you?
Right now, we don't care. If you don't like any of these, what I'm doing right now is showing you how easy it is to do something in 30 seconds.
Yep.
So what I want you to do, if you don't want this on your page, then I guess don't post it, but it's not going to hurt to put something up there. Right now, we're just doing the quick, this is what it takes to do a 30-second boom. Here's something. If you don't have to reinvent the wheel, you don't have to overthink it, come in, make a post. That's the point of this exercise right now. If you don't want to do this, you can go into designs and create your own. Or you can post something else, you can create it elsewhere other than designs. But again, this one, this particular method that we're using right now is simply, how do I do a post in 30 seconds? And if you keep shuffling, it'll just give you a few options. And you pick which one you want and do it. So that's the point of this exercise. And do know that obviously you can create custom ones in designs. There are ones that are already created in designs for, say, the National Hispanic Month. There's already one there. You just have to change your DBA, your Keller Williams name. So I would change it to Keller Williams Evolution, and I could post it. So there's a lot of already preset designs in the design area as well. These are just quick social posts for you to do on the fly. So I just want to have everybody do this just as an exercise for today.
All right, Tara. So I'm trying to do this and it says that I don't have anything linked, or I don't have, I don't know, something is not working.
Okay. So in order to be able to do this, you must have your Facebook page connected in your, in the settings of Command. So if you have not done that, where you would look at your settings, can you guys see my screen still?
Yes.
Okay, so post scheduling, if your Facebook page is not connected here, you're not going to be able to do this exercise, and I'm going to ask you to just go and post something, okay? The purpose of the exercise is to just get a simple, quick post out there. I wanted to show you how simple it is from Command. I want you guys to make sure that you use Command. But if you have not been set up to this point, this is your homework. You definitely have to do that. The class is not about how to connect it. So I'm not going to go into that because we'll be holding back people and we are limited on time. But I would just ask that you go into your regular Facebook and make a post based on some of the ideas that we've already discussed.
And the funny thing is, I looked under settings and it is connected to my page. So I don't know what's going on.
Well,
Did you, I'm sorry,
weird.
Doreen, did you, I had got one saying that I needed to agree to new terms and conditions.
Okay,
Possibly get the
again, these are, if you have not set yourself completely up, you may not be able to do it this way. If you are not completely set up, you're not going to be able to do it this way.
And Tara, if you're on that screen, when you first went to campaigns, it said add your connection. So they literally can do it in 5 seconds. I did it while you were talking. Because I didn't say, I had my, just recently did my Facebook page. I'm one of those 40 and over, don't really do social media, you know, except for my friends and family, just certain things. But now I know I really need to get into, I'm more like somebody earlier said it was 2 weeks. I'll leave that to my kids. Or young adults that they are now, but I was able to do it right while you were talking. So if anyone didn't have theirs, if you could go back to the main campaign, if you click on campaign again. Just back.
Can you see my page? It says campaigns.
I do, but if you go back to, or even there where it said, it won't show on your page. So when you initially went into command and you clicked on campaign, with the icon, your box might right there. So if you stop right there, then it says connect accounts. So if anyone is there, this is where they could go.
Yes, this is my connected accounts here, but I have a team account that I'm on. So they've just kind of opened this up for a team account. So mine may look different than yours, but.
Oh, it's under the dashboard?
Yeah, so right where she was when she clicked on the
social post,
it says welcome to team campaign. Even if you're not on a team, it's going to say this.
Yeah.
So I have 2 profiles. I have a team and then my personal.
So if you have, like here, Facebook is green or teal, that means Facebook is connected. And
if it's not, you just click on right there when she was on the screen where it says
social posts.
Nope.
Coming down here, I'm going to pick my post. And now it's telling me over here, you'll see you cannot preview it until you pick your page that you're going to post to. So I'm coming down to where it says schedule and I'm publishing immediately. And then when you see channels, you've got your Facebook business page here. You click that, and then you're going to see the preview. Does everybody get that?
Yeah.
So now I'm seeing this is what it's going to look like when I post it. So all I have to do is push publish post, and it's going to post. If I have other channels selected, if I have Twitter or whatever that I want to put this on, I can click that as well. If you don't have accounts, again, you can click connect account here. But again, this isn't a class about connecting your command to your social media. It's just about how to do a real quick social post.
So as I was looking, it's saying that, so if I had paid ads, it's connected with my accounts, but when I hit that social posts, it's not connected. So I think I have to
Yep. So it's just just saying connect and you just put in your Facebook page URL. So, and then you'll be able to do this because yes, there are 2 places in your settings to connect Facebook or your social media. And it's Facebook paid ads and Facebook social posts, social and schedule. So you want to make sure you're connected in both of those. Can I get some feedback from anybody who has had? Did everybody?
Before you leave there, can I ask you a question? It says include my ownership statement. Can you explain
If you
that?
have one. If you have one, that would be something that maybe your market center has put in. Usually it's each office is independently owned and operated, something like that. So whatever your market center would require, if you have one.
And
So-
how would you know if your market center requires it? So like if we're practicing, shouldn't we know whether or not we're required to do that?
Well, if you put each office is independently owned and operated, that'll cover you. But if there's more that your market center wants you to put, I would definitely just double check with them. But
Okay,
that's
sorry.
usually what it is.
Sorry, so now that I've gotten that set up, everything looks great. You said the logo, where would I get the logo? Does it automatically come up? Or
You
that's
should have uploaded that in your profile when you start, when you set up your command.
Oh, okay, all right.
So the logo would already be in there. Like right now, it doesn't look right, but it would, because the logo, those things are already in your profile settings. That's why when you come in here, once you've done your command onboarding, where you've set up your profile and linked your accounts, then coming into command like this, all this stuff will just work. Okay. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on the technical stuff because that is not what the class is about, but I want to make sure those of you who are connected, can I get some comments on, yes, you were able to post? Anyone want to put in the chat if you were able to post?
Yeah, I just have one thing. I posted it on Facebook and I have my Twitter also connected. But when I clicked on the Twitter on the bottom, it was telling me that there was too much text. So I had to, I had to unclick the Twitter and just do it for Facebook. So yeah.
Yep. And so you got to pay attention to what the social media is that you're doing. Pamela?
I just wanted to say that I didn't know like I could actually schedule the post out of command. I was able to do that though. I scheduled one, for some reason I scheduled it for tomorrow, but I was scheduling my posts for Facebook and Instagram on the Meta business from the Facebook business account. But this is great and I love it because you know there are the quick posts from Keller Williams, which is great. So thank you. That was great.
Yep, excellent. Thank you. Thank you for your comment. And anybody else have success?
Yeah, I surprisingly was able to post because I'm not tech savvy. I'm not experienced in command. I went in and I wasn't connected and I just messed around a little bit, connected when posted. I have a question though. So when I posted, it had my Keller Williams Easton logo in it, but my previous posts don't have it. Are those legit or not? Because I didn't post from command before on my business page, just articles I found interesting, but they don't have the KW Easton logo. So are those okay?
Yes. I mean, if it's just an article and it's on your business page, like your business page is your business page. So it's already saying that you're affiliated with Keller Williams, right? So it's just an article that basically is
real estate related, but not, it's not an advertisement. So that's not as critical and it's sitting on your page itself. So, that's we have to be careful that there's an identifier that we are real estate agents with a company, that it's not, just I get it.
Random. Yeah.
Yep.
So awesome. Very good. Glad you figured that out, Stephen. Somebody else want to share?
I have a question.
Yes.
Can you show us again how, I'll do it later, but how we go back in to add the accounts? Because it's weird. If I go on my profile page, it's showing the link to my public pages, but it's not showing up on the list for me to post.
And is it a business page?
I don't know if it was set up as a business page, but it is a separate page that I set up.
It must be a business page in Facebook. So it must be recognized as a Facebook business page, or you're not going to be able to do anything directly to Facebook from command. So that's really your number one. Make sure that what you set up in Facebook is designated through Facebook as a business page. And that would be something that if you have questions, talk to your market center tech trainer. You can always reach out to them. If you do not have a market center tech trainer, talk to your team leader to see who can help you out with that. But they should cover all of that in your onboarding when you're first getting in. But it'll definitely be something that you can reach to your market center to get that clarified. But that's the biggest confusion, I think, when people are initially setting this up. It must be a Facebook business page.
Well, that's what I mean.
Oh, I can't hear you. I'm not able to hear you right now. It doesn't look like you're muted. Now you're muted. Maybe you can type it in the chat and Rihanna can help us out there. So anyone else? Tell me, anyone else have some success here?
I did just want to point out for anyone who didn't notice, I posted a lot of articles in the chat from answers.kw.com. If you don't know about that website, first of all, it's an amazing website. There's really helpful videos, links in there, but I posted creating a business page, how to sync the business page, how to get started with commands, and the walkthrough of what Tara just did with instantaneously making that post. So if you ever want to go back, just save those links. That way you can go ahead and do that a little later today.
Yep. Excellent. We have any other questions?
I was able to do it.
Awesome. That's excellent. Was it something that you didn't know about before, Roland?
Everything.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to do this. I heard about it, but I never did it. I never had the. I never put time to do it.
Yep.
And I'm glad you did it. And now I will do it more often.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's excellent. Tabitha.
So I don't have my command set up yet, but I did go ahead and set up my my business page with Facebook. I've done direct sales before, so I figured the best way to really get started was to kind of create some momentum using my photos for my business card and like letting people vote on it. And then it gave me an opportunity to kind of follow up with other posts like, hey, I decided to go with the picture that you guys chose. And then the post that I just made now, I just told them like, hey, you want to see a sneak peek of my business card proof? I did pick y'all's photo, the top photo or whatever, just to kind of let everybody know like, hey, I changed businesses, like I'm in real estate now.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, getting that engagement is really, really important, and getting people to know that you're in real estate. And that's why we want to make sure that we dabble in, even on our personal pages, we want to make sure that we're dabbling in reminders that we're in real estate. It can't be all personal. You want to make sure that you even like, I'm not originally from here, although I've lived here longer than I have anywhere else, but I have a lot of people in the West, and I like to just do reminders that even though I don't personally service the area that they live in, I have amazing agents on my team that I can connect them to for referral. So if they are considering making a move, reaching out to me so that I can make sure somebody will take good care of them, that's just a little reminder that you can send out to people that may not be in your area. So, and you don't have to separate people out or anything, but just, you know, if you don't live in the XYZ area, or you're moving to another area, make sure you call on me, because I have amazing resources at my fingertips to find you the best agents where you're going. Make sense? All right. Anyone else want to add?
I'm so close to doing it, but for whatever reason, I can't find the logo. So it's gonna. And I need the logo on there, right?
When you're going into your settings, there should be a place that it's that you can look that up. But again, different class. So if you're still hung up on trying to do that, make sure that you put that as your to-do for homework, and we'll just finish out the class here. I think we'll get you out a little bit early. Again, just some more strategies we're talking about. You always want to be authentic in your posting. And like I said, people like to work with people that they like. So you really want to come off that way, and make sure, while we're talking about social posts and the bridging between business and personal, if you were a poster who put a lot of private personal information, or sort of the TMI on certain things, or the college photos of your parties, or something that may not be seen as or may be frowned upon, I guess. You are now a public figure. I would be very, very careful with what you post on social media. Certainly, I'm not the Facebook police, and you have the right to post whatever you want. But do know that when you're crossing between your private and your business page, that people are going to see that. So when we get, if you are a very political person on your Facebook post, know that people are going to see that. Just something to keep in mind. Like I said, you can post whatever you want, but you definitely need to know that you're no longer insulated unless you keep your personal page completely private, which is hard to do because we become friends with the people we work with. So does everybody agree with making sure you're understanding what you're posting?
Yes.
Make sure you really are conscientious of and considerate. Never post anything negative regarding other agents. That's don't be negative. Always be positive and think of coming from a place of contribution. Pamela, did you want to add? No? Okay. Anyone else? Does anyone have an example of where you've seen something posted that changed your opinion of someone? I mean, you don't have to share that example, but what I want you to think about is, have you sort of blocked people on your social media, or put them in that, I don't want to see their posts anymore, or whatever? Pamela.
Well, when people gets, just all the examples that you put, like political, racial, just, anything about, I feel like, yes, social media is really supposed to put out your point of view on many things, but obviously as a business person, you want to be able to work with everyone and not just the people that, follow your ideals and things like that. I mean, things like abortion, political views. Yes, obviously you want to be moral in every aspect, that whatever you put on the socials, but stay Switzerland, stay neutral to, don't go to one side or the other. Just stay on your lane, basically. Just show what you care about, helping people find their homes, sell homes, and that's that.
Yep. I mean, just, everybody can be in control of their own things, but make sure that you are aware that what you're posting is going to be seen by potential clients or current clients. So, and the fact that not just starting from today, it's way back. So just be careful. We talk about that all the time, and people even do it in their professional jobs, other than real estate, that you've got to be very careful of what you post on your personal page, because it does become a reflection of who you are. Melissa.
I recently saw an example of a realtor who on their personal page was complaining about a transaction with a particularly picky buyer, not realizing that people were looking at both their personal and professional page. But when they were called out about it, they were like, but this is my personal page. It shouldn't matter what I post here. But it was just, they ended up deleting it. But I think after 3 to 5 comments in, they realized that if you're in the middle of a transaction and you're still dealing with these people, probably shouldn't be putting it, vent another way, but not what you're currently dealing with on your personal page, and then think nobody's gonna look at it or make the connection.
Yeah. What is one of our fiduciary duties with clients? Come on. It's one that
Concealment.
doesn't, what?
Concealment.
Confidentiality.
Right.
Right.
Yes. That never goes away.
They never used names or locations or anything, but it was just like, I just dealt with, and then like just unloaded without specifics, but apparently putting one and one together, they were able to kind of narrow down who it could have been.
Yep. And think about it this way. If I'm looking at your page and you're talking about somebody that you're working with and you're sharing this information, and I was considering purchasing a home, would I feel comfortable working with you if you're putting the business or the issues or whatever of your clients onto Facebook? Even if you're not saying their names, to me, what goes on with my realtor when I'm working with my realtor should not be posted on social media. I don't care if you use my name or not. I'm so sick of these clients. They've looked at 30 homes. They just can't make up their mind, what it's like to walk into a house with a client, the 30th home with a client, and have them walk around, love it, and say that they're not going to put an offer in. So frustrating, like there's memes like that, which is haha funny. But if you're talking about specific clients, you don't want to do that. And it's like, even if the 2 and 2 wasn't put together as to who it was exactly, my perception looking at your page is that you are sharing information regarding your clients, and you're not someone I would want to work with if you're going to badmouth your clients on your own page. So that's an excellent example of just, it's not your personal page like you think it's your personal page. It's not anymore, because you're a very public figure.
I would say to use your common sense.
You'd be surprised, Roland. It's a good advice, but you'd be surprised. So I do think, I mean, I think you'll hear stories, and I think we all know stories. It doesn't have to be real estate specific. But we all know stories of people who have gotten themselves in trouble based on something they put on social media. So some people don't have common sense, and there are certain times. So I just like to point that out, because I really do want you to know that you are now on a bridge where the two are meeting. Your personal and your business are really coming together. So be aware of it. Again, not censoring you, but be aware.
Well, everything you text and everything that you put on is on the web forever. So I'm normally very careful of what I text or what I convey. And I sometimes read it 2 and 3 times before I post, because there's no way of retrieving. It's very costly to retrieve stuff that you already said.
Right.
And it'd be
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Yeah, you can guarantee that even when posts are taken down, somebody's already done a screenshot, So anyway, that's just something to be aware of. And again, we kind of got into a little bit about what Command can do. I want you to know, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you found that doing our little exercise, you weren't set up the way that you needed to be able to do this very quick 30-second, boom, you're done. If you are not set up to do that, then you really need to be discussing with your market center who can help you to get set up. Make sure that you're taking classes, and as Rihanna put in the helpful links for you guys as well. Okay.
Are you going to show us how to share it with our Facebook personal page from the exercise?
Oh, yes, dear, I will. Yep.
I just figured it out, and I got the logo and everything, so I just posted it.
Okay. Yep. So anybody have, and I'll do that. I'm sorry, Whitley. I thank you for the reminder. I'll do that right this second, actually. Let me just go and do. See if I can. You guys still see that page?
Yep.
Nope. Okay. Okay, so this is the post that I published, right? That we did just now. And underneath is this share.
Yeah.
I click share, and it says share to a group. So I can share to a town page or something else. Again, don't share it to town pages because they don't like advertising, and this particular one is more advertising. But share to a page, and oops, is this gonna let me? You know what? How did I do that? You know what? I think you kind of got me here. I used to be able to share it right onto my personal page.
I think because
I know I was trying to do it and I wasn't able to, and every time I put page, it just reshared it on the same.
right below your profile picture, Tara, where that KW and drop down menu is.
Yep.
If you switch to Tara, it should then let you.
Oh,
share
that's
it,
right.
Sarah.
You
Yeah.
know what? Because I have to be viewing it. You have to be viewing your page, not as you. So right now you can see that all that extra stuff is gone. So I'm doing it as my personal account. And now if I go share and share now public, or I can share it to my story. And if I go to my personal page, there it is. Okay.
So I have to go into the business page first, or I have to go to my personal page first to share it.
Go to your business. So it would be like, here I am in my business page, or I'm sorry, I'm on my personal page. So Rihanna's good. She definitely did this right. So I'm on my personal page in Facebook, but I want to share one of my business page posts. I'm going to go to the search and I'm going to search for my business page and click on it. So going into my business page, more like a guest. Oops, this is
Yeah.
not.
So
Yes.
I mean,
So
I
it
do
turns
this
me
all the
into.
time. Yeah, it always auto defaults to the business page because it thinks you're wanting to
So
interact.
you want to make sure that you're viewing, choose how to interact, this little drop down here. Am I going to interact as TDS at Keller Williams as my business page or personal? So you want to choose to interact as personal in order to share it on your private page. And then you just say share now public and it'll go right to your page.
Does that work the same if you're doing it from your cell phone versus a desktop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
usually.
it should work the same.
I want to thank you so much.
Okay. Does that answer the question?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have to play around with it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, just, when you go to your business page, click the pop down menu and say interact as, and it's just going to be as your name. From your personal page, interact as Whitley from your personal page. And that's when you can share it to your personal page.
Okay, let me try that. Thank you.
Because that means that, if I go to your page and I see something that I like, I can share it onto my page. So it's always good to try to share things on your business page that other people will share. Okay. All right. Do we have any ahas? Tell me your ahas for this class.
My aha is definitely the social post. That is so easy to do that I can even not only be able to just pick whatever templates they have on command, but I can schedule it. That's a huge aha moment for me because I can just post every day and just schedule something every day. And leave it and forget it.
Right.
So yeah, that's my big aha moment.
Yep. And if you have, if you sit down once a week for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, even an hour to schedule out what you want to do on your social media, it's done, or once a month, you can at least get the bulk of, I at least want sort of 2 or 3 business posts a week. And then I'll filter in with photos of houses I tour or things that I do downtown or whatever, a spotlight on a service provider or a business, things like that. So set up like some of those auto posts so you're always having that presence, and then filter in with the more organic material that you do on your daily basis. But think about things when you're doing it. Take a photo, take a video to share on social media. You know, there's a lot of times I forget, I'm like, I didn't take a picture. Oh, I should have done that. I should have done, you know, so there are a lot of moments that can be, you know, shareable. If you're driving to the office and, you know, there's a beautiful sunset, you might want to take that and share it. You know, love the place I, you know, live, you know, live where you love, work where you love to live where you love, whatever. So give me some more ahas.
Yeah, that would have been my aha, the scheduling part. It makes it so much, it is, I'm sorry, but social media, it's so time consuming that by doing this, it alleviates a lot of my time. So I appreciate that. I appreciate your inputs and everybody else too. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for sharing that. Somebody else? David.
Yeah, quick question for the fact that knowing a couple of things can make the social media posting like way more simple than right now. I was sort of in that, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. I have no idea how to get started. So thank you for that. Question on the posting, and you were going through quickly, and I'll spend more time. Can you say specifically what time of day? Or I just saw the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the day of the week.
There are, you know, there are like studies out there when I think, I feel like it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can certainly like here's what I'll do. I'll tell you, Google best times of the, you know, best times of the week to post on Facebook, or best times of the week to post on social media.
I have a better idea.
What's that?
I said, I have a better idea. I have a friend of mine who does a YouTube channel. So she always does these things. And this helps with engagement as well with your following, or, you know, with your friends and getting clients. But you can actually ask your Facebook people, what time would you like me to, she always says that, like, what time do you want me to post my next video on YouTube? And then she always has a lot of people just swaying in like, oh, you know, I'm available to look at it on Wednesdays or Thursday, whatever. And then like, so you do like a little tally and, you know, voting, some type of thing, and see the majority of people who might end up being on Facebook or usually browse around this time. And then that can give you an idea of like when to post. You could do that, but that, like I said, that can help with the engagement that, you know, that you were talking about before, Tara, as far as asking questions and like, oh, which one, this one or that one.
Yeah.
I think that might be able to help. And, or you could go to Google.
Yeah, no. And I know Wednesday is a good day. I feel like it's, you know, Monday mornings, Wednesdays, and maybe Friday mornings, but definitely check it out on Google, because there's always different studies about it. Just to play off a little bit of what Whitley was contributing, asking for an opinion and how her YouTube friend does that. Just to give you one more little snippet, one more idea. So we're doing our weekly market reports, right? Why don't you think about doing a Facebook Live with your weekly market report? You could do a Facebook Live where you can actually answer questions as people type them in. You have to be prepared, obviously. But you could do a few maybe videos of yourself talking about the market report. I'll give you a great resource for recording a video while you are sharing a screen. and that is Loom, Loom. And it is free to do like 5-minute videos. So your head will be in a little circle at the bottom and you can talk about the market, record that and post it. But if you did a couple of those and said, hey, I'm considering going live, I'd love to know when you'd like to hear your market update, and get some engagement then, and know that every Friday at 4 o'clock, I'm live giving you the market update, or the weekly open, or the weekend open houses, or whatever. Lots of good stuff you could do. All right, it's somebody else with an aha. I feel like I had
There's 2 questions in the chat.
Okay.
First being, do they need to include their Market Center DBA logo when they are posting a picture of hobbies, gardening, cooking, etc. on their business page?
No. No, this is really when you're sending it out. It's very important. You want to have it when you go from your business page to your personal. If it's business related, you want to have your DBA on that. If it's personal, don't worry about having your DBA on that. And if it's on your business page, it's surrounded by, your business page needs to clearly say that you're part of Keller Williams Evolution or whatever. But, as long as you're within that platform, that I believe it's totally fine. And I could be sticking my foot in my mouth, but I'm pretty sure as long as you stay within your platform. But anything that you advertise, and if you do it through command, it's going to stick your DBA in there automatically, so it makes it a little easier.
The other question was just clarity from David's previous question about times to post. So he wanted to know when you're actually scheduling the posts within command, if you can choose times to post out, not just days.
Yep, you can choose exact times. Like if you want this post to go out at 10 o'clock on Wednesday, and you want this post to go out at 12 o'clock on Wednesday, and this post to go out at 2 o'clock, you want like posts to go out every 2 hours, you could do that. You can do however you want. It's really a cool tool. So stick it in your schedule to block the time on a weekly basis, set up your social media, and then set it and forget it, but then keep your mind open on opportunities that you can add, filter in, your little personal and more organic postings. Melissa.
Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback off of the good time to post. It really is dependent on your audience. If you have a lot of stay-at-home moms, they're pretty much going to be able to scroll and click and check things out throughout the day, but they may be really busy between like 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. And so you may want to either do experiments where for 1 week you're posting between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. and then the next week, or see how much engagement you have. And then the following week, maybe do like a 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Do it in 2-hour blocks and see which times you get the most engagement. Some people who are very professional may not be able to log in or check their social media at all between like 9 and noon, but you'll see a huge uptick between 12 and 1, and then nothing from like 1 to 5. So it depends on who your audience is. So know who your audience is. You're not going to get them all looking at the same exact times every single day, but the majority of the time, you'll find a good time based on who your audience is. And it's going to be different for everybody. But the thing is just to remain consistent.
And another thing that I'll add to that is when you engage in your own post. So which one do you like better, or this or that? And you actually start replying to people, that keeps your post more active So more people are likely to see it. If you, post something and you get a bunch of likes, but you don't do anything else with it, it will probably die out. So if you're kind of commenting through the day, that's when maybe you're going to get more times of the day that people are going to see you. So it'll kind of move up in their feed if it's an active, like ongoing conversation type post. And anything else? Who else wants to share an aha? So I know a lot of you found value in at least seeing how simple it is to make a social post, like without thinking about it, and the ability to record. But how many of you found value in something as simple as the 10-5-1, where those things that we never really thought about are important? Like when you click like, or when you click love, that it actually is making a connection and taking the information that you learn about people on Facebook and translating it into your data bank with information, putting them on birthday plans, adding when a grandchild was born, or a new dog came into the house, or a graduation happened. Those things are very powerful in social media as well. So all of the complications of, oh gee, it's too complicated for me to do, social media, it's too much, I don't have the ability. You got to think about, you can use social media as a tool. And even if you're not doing like this dynamic Instagram page with 10,000 followers, you can do it in your simple way of how you've been doing it in your typical life, which is I go through Facebook and, oh yeah, that's great. And I might comment on somebody's, but maybe you make more effort to make a comment, one that you might have read, but you don't really comment. Maybe you want to be still more in front of that person, so you make more of an effort to comment. Do you guys all see value in how simple that is? Just using social media as we do even for leisure. David, did you have a question or comment?
A quick thing. I read something the other day that said something like writing 6 words sort of makes the algorithms happy for Facebook versus just a nice job, like 2 words isn't as effective. Again, I don't want to overanalyze this, but putting that little bit extra logically seems to make sense. But anybody speak to that?
Yeah. And that was even in one of the things is like, knowing how these analytics work and knowing. So when you hear those little tidbits, and that's a great tidbit to share, David, you don't want to write a novel, but, typing awesome along with 50 other people who type awesome is not going to stand out even in the mind of the reader, let alone the analytics of Facebook. So, put those words, using emojis, that's another thing that it actually Facebook loves. So when you're doing your ads and when you're doing your posts, if you adding emojis into that, like a little house emoji or this or that to interrupt and not do a lot of words, that's really powerful. And don't forget, we want to tag. We want to tag people. Don't do that at everyone. If you guys do that, I'm going to be mad. Do you guys know what that is? Like tags everyone in your, I've been victim of that. And it's very frustrating because it's not personal at all. But tag people when you have something, or, maybe you're sharing a post and it's not from that person, but it reminds you of that person. You might, it's a quote that, it's about butterflies, and you have a client or a friend who loves butterflies. So you share that quote and you tag the person who shared it, right? Thanks for sharing. This is awesome. And at Melissa, I know you're going to love this, or, this made me think of you. Great ways to engage and stay top of mind. Right?
I just have a question.
Yes.
Someone logs on to your personal page. What's the likelihood they're going to check out the business page as well? Has there been research done on that, or do they sometimes just move on? And if not, if they do move on, what can you do to attract them to your business page?
Well, it depends on what your it depends, but like sharing things from your business page to your personal page attracts people to your business page.
Yeah.
You can always say, like my business page, but like we're in the middle of doing what's called a reverse bold 100, and we're doing a giveaway. And basically one of the things that they have to do for this giveaway is to like my business page. So you can do like a small, and you could put it on your personal page, or you can send out emails to your database and say, like my business page to be entered into this drawing for a $50 Amazon gift card. Things like that you can do. There are a lot of ways that you can certainly send out the mass, so-and-so invited you to like their business page. You can send out an invitation, and some people will do that because it sends it to all of the people in your personal page. So you can do that as well. But again, just doing the back and forth is always good. Sending, posting information that is relevant and useful to people so that they share it is what brings people back to your page. So if you do have a blog on historical homes or whatever you're doing, that that gets shared by somebody who shares it with someone with a similar interest, who then goes back because they want to read other things that you've posted. So, it just kind of happens like that. You can do the forced, send the invite out to everybody in your Facebook, but it can also happen organically like that. Tagging businesses, all those kind of things, because it says your name, your business page when you're sharing those posts. So even if you shared a market report for your town on the town's, neighborhood page, you will share it as Michael O'Donnell, Realtor at KW or whatever. It'll come across like that. Yeah. So if they like that, they might go over to your page. So again, just kind of happens in a lot of different ways. Anybody have any other good reason or good ways to get people to engage with your business page? Mm-hmm. And Rihanna, how are we looking in the chat?
Good. No questions there.
I had just mentioned when you do a personal post, you can always tag your own business page so that it shows up and it kind of brings the two together. So instead of sharing it on your personal page, you can do a post on your personal page and then tag your business page. So there's
Mhm.
multiple different ways of doing that.
Yep.
But you have to make sure you have liked your own business page
Right.
before you do that. But I would say probably like once a month, I will put, just as a reminder, check out my business page for all the up-to-date information on your local real estate market. And
Yep.
then I may not get any engagement, but the next time around I'll get like 3 likes, and it was just the way it just cycles through. But then like comment on your own post, so if somebody comments, reply back, and then tag your own business page in the comments too. If you can find a way to kind of make that work, then you can always say, hey, send me a message from my business page, so that I can make sure I get back to you.
Yep. Yep. And any reports, you want to report on the market, you want to report on the 10 best home improvements that'll bring the most value, things to do when you're preparing to sell your home, whatever. Like, you can offer those type of things and say, and put it on your personal page and say, go to my business page for this report. So, all right. It is 11:30. Does anybody have any questions? I want to respect your time. Any last minute questions? Remember that you want to continue with your success system. Lead generation is the #1 thing that you do every business day. Make sure that you work and are doing your personal notes, your follow-up, and utilizing command, especially, well, doesn't matter if you're new or not, but if you're new, you've got an advantage to a lot of us who are older and didn't have command initially. Get used to it. Use it as the tool. It'll guide your business. You just open it up and you don't have to think of what to do that day. It's going to tell you. So really use your command and make sure that you are doing your 10 connections and adding people to your database. And it was a pleasure to be with you guys today. Thank you, Rihanna, for watching the chat.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Bye. Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Everyone have a good day. Good luck, everybody.